Hey people, CzarThwomp here, and welcome to episode 35 of Ace 30 Investigation 2. Last time, we were basically cross-examining Catherine Halls, and basically we determined that the sculptures did melt 18 years ago, she stole them, and that basically we're going up to the fact that she planned this all out. Anyways, let's do this. Miss Hall is moving the body in the sketch. No! Please wait. I don't see Monsieur Doe's holding anywhere in that drawing. All I did was hand out chocolates to everyone. The key detail in the sketch is the color of the tablecloth. Up until now, I thought Larry had just made a mistake. The tablecloth, it's light blue. It may be light blue in the sketch, but no blue tablecloths exist in this mansion. Perhaps it's the light blue because the body was hidden, still glowing underneath the tablecloth. What? But the lift trolley is rectangular in the sketch. If she just placed the body in the lift trolley, we would have noticed it immediately. There were 2 blocks of ice in the Winter Palace that are completely hollowed out. If she put the body inside the block of ice, it would look like a service car. That's... Miss Hall? You put the body in the block of ice and used the lift trolley to move it, didn't you? I never imagined you would be able to do so much from just a single sketch. But what if it was just as a mistake just before? It does not prove anything. I agree that alone the sketch is worthless. Once you remove the body, the service car would revert back to a lift trolley. That's why the lift trolley was left behind in the fountain patio. And without the service car, there would be no place for you to put your chocolates. The chocolates I gave everyone? Until then, the chocolates had down on top of the service cart as you gave them away. And when you gave them to us, you took them from your pockets.
Now that you mention it, they were a bit melted. But they were still really sweet and tasty.
So why was it necessary to put them in your pocket halfway through?
That's because
once the body was disposed of, you no longer had a service cart. And CzarThwomp has to go. Hold it right there. If she put the chocolates in her pocket and left the lift trolley in the patio, then where did the tablecloth go? If she had been forced to put the chocolates in her pocket, she wouldn't have had time to dispose of the tablecloth.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, can you answer that for me?
The tablecloth wasn't hidden. It's right in front of us.
Do clarify.
The tablecloth used out of the body. Where's it now? Miss Hall has it with her, yes. Isn't it obvious? Miss Hall is carrying it around with her in the open.
Out in the open?
You mean... Miss Hall? You are wearing the tablecloth around your waist. The block of ice was not encased in a glass case. In other words, the tablecloth was in direct contact with the block of ice. If we have examined, we will undoubtedly find traces of sherbet on it. Miss Hall, you will turn your tablecloth over to the police at once.
There's no need to examine the tablecloth. It is just as you say. I stole the poison from Madame Delicia and I moved the body. I have done terrible things. Madame Delicia, I am so sorry. 1 week ago, I took your megatoxin exporter. I slipped it into that man's pocket to make it look like suicide. And yet they suspected it was murder. The evidence would point it to Madame Delicia.
Katie! Kate, what were you thinking? Weren't we always trying to save Mr. Masters together?
I would not let myself be arrested. Not until I had proven Monsieur Masters' innocence. From the very beginning, I had planned to turn myself in once everything was over. But I suppose it is too late to say that now.
Kate, why? Why would you go this far?
Even for Monsieur Shields, I've caused nothing but trouble. For the past 18 years, I have been a criminal. The IS-7 incident, don't tell me that you were the true culprit. My greatest crime was stealing the Sherbet sculptures for my own selfish interests. When Monsieur Dover died, they were no longer just ordinary sculptures. They had become the final works of the sculpture Monsieur Masters so deeply loved. What if they melted before Monsieur Masters returned? With that in mind, I couldn't let another touch them, not even the police. Not even that vampire prosecutor and his icy cold glare. Even though I knew it was wrong, I moved them to the mansion's Fizar. However, I only wanted to preserve Monsieur de Rosat. I did not know his body wasn't hidden among them. So she saw the sculptures without noticing the body. Monsieur Masters would never take another person's life, but because of me, the body vanished, and Monsieur Masters was found guilty. That kind man, he treated someone like me as family. He meant more to me than anyone else, and yet...
Kate.
When Monsieur's master was found guilty, I was just out of the mansion. I was finally able to reclaim the mansion just but a few days ago, but when I saw the sculpture still sleeping away in the freezer, I realized that I was the one who hid Monsieur Stover's body. However, the statute of limitations had already expired. Therefore, I could think of no other way to atone for my sins. It appears I have misunderstood her. It seems she caused this entire incident in order to save Mr. Masters. What are you thinking about, Mr. Edgeworth? There is one more thing that has been bothering me since this whole time. Why would Miss Halls plan a murder with such an uncertain method like poison gas? And the reason she disguised the Autumn House to look like the Winter Palace was to make those involved in the incident 18 years ago confuse the two rooms. I wonder what Kate was trying to accomplish. She was trying to prove Mr. Masters' innocence. In that case, Miss Hall's objective was to make us find the body, to turn herself in. Yes, it was to find the true culprit. Perhaps she was trying to find the true culprit. Miss Hall, were you trying to prove Mr. Masters' innocence? You wanted to reveal the true culprit and had the police find the body from 18 years ago. Was that not your true goal? By displaying those sculptures, you'd attract those involved in the past incident. Only two people would know where the body was hidden, you and the true culprit.
The culprit would have panicked, knowing that the body would be displayed publicly.
Yes, and if the culprit really showed up, there's the risk they'd erase their tracks. In the worst case scenario, they might have even stolen the body. So how could she protect the evidence while simultaneously luring the culprit?
I see. That's why she made the Autumn Palace look like the Winter Palace.
Yes, and then, Miss Hall, you must have thought, whoever with the Pisces case, believing it to be the Gemini case, must be the true culprit of the IS-7 incident. What? But that means that person is the true culprit?
Please wait a moment, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Do you realize what you're saying? Do you intend to accuse that person of being the culprit behind the IS-7 incident?
Miss Hall was trying to trap the true culprit. If so, wouldn't the person who fell for the trap be the true culprit? However, I have no evidence to back up my claims. If I make a formal accusation without any proof, it will not end well. Should I announce the true killer of Isaac Derby? Yes. What I should do is reveal the truth. In that case, there is no need to hesitate. Yes, that's correct, Judge Courtney. I indict this person as the true culprit behind the IS-7 incident.
Take that!
Dang Gustavia, who fell victim to the poison gas, is the true culprit of the IS-7 incident? Gusty is!
Mr. Gustavia.
Miss Hall, did you believe that if you open the gallery, the true culprit would come? That's why you set up the poison gas trap, is it not? You truly have a gifted mind, just like your father. It is just as you say, Monsieur Edgeworth. Now, would you please tell us the whole truth? Yes, I have nothing more to hide. I will tell you everything. I set the trap in the gallery to find the true culprit. Before the gallery opened, I left only the Autumn Palace unlocked. At opening time, when I went around to unlock each room, I discovered that the Autumn Palace had been locked from the inside. I know that the true culprit was on the outside of the door. My hand was trembling. All that was left was for the trap to do its work. When I heard Monsieur Gustavia was exposed to the poison gas, I realized he was the culprit, and I thought that if the police discovered Monsieur Dover's body, it would prove Monsieur Masters' innocence.
Why didn't you ever come talk to me? There might have been another way.
I know that you did everything you could for me over the past 18 years. However, all of this had been brought on by my own crime. That's why I wanted to save Monsieur Masters as soon as possible.
Kate,
Not only that, the police hid the fact that the body went missing 18 years ago. Even if I reported the body, there was a chance that the truth would be hidden again. That's why I caused the incident at the museum's opening with as many witnesses as possible.
I'm sorry. Gregory, Mr. Masters, and even you. I couldn't protect anyone.
Mr. Shields, it must be tough for him as well.
The one who should be apologizing is me. Monsieur Edgeworth, Monsieur Shields, I am terribly sorry. I shall accept whatever punishment I am given. However, I must ask of you, please clear Monsieur Master's name.
The truth that was hidden for 18 years was revealed in an unexpected manner. However, I think that things would end this way. With it to be continued. Of course it would be to be continued. No save, no save. Miss Hall, have you composed yourself?
And then you think that Sebastian, he got lost. He probably got lost on the way to the infirmary. He's just running around crying, Justine, help! I'm lost! I can't find the infirmary!
Miss Hall, have you composed yourself?
Yes,
What you did, no matter the reason, was unforgivable.
yes, I know.
However, you committed this crime in order to prove Mr. Master's innocence. If the true culprit is someone else, we have a duty to reinvestigate.
Justine, she's not playing over there that mercy crap. She doesn't believe in mercy. The gosh of law has no sense of mercy.
No false evidence from the I-7 incident remains in the official case files. Moreover, there is no evidence to lend credence to Miss Hall's testimony. We should first arrest Miss Hall as the culprit behind today's incident.
We can all be certain that all the case files are accurate. My mentor, Mr. Von, he did stuff to him. He never was honest. He invented the updated autopsy report. After all, the prosecutor in this case has a history of forging evidence and killing people in elevators. And raising said murder victim's son for 15 years.
Are you suggesting that the PIC overlooked such a prosecutor?
Oh, I'm not suggesting they overlooked it. I'm suggesting they supported them. That's none of my concern. The truth is that evidence was falsified. And the fact that Doe was boyfriend 18 years ago was just as God proves it.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, I can see remnants of Prosecutor Von Karma within you.
How is this Manfred? Edgeworth doesn't even have a person that he's trying to convict. He's just saying, oh, there's a possibility, there's a possibility. And then,
You are as bad as Mr. Von Karma.
What did you say? Are you gonna fight me, ho? I'll drive you to this fountain. Go on that elevator and we'll fight.
You tried to deceive the PIC and fabricate the truth. Let me inform you of my, or rather the PIC's logic.
PIC's logic.
We do what we want. I acknowledge that Prosecutor Von Karma fabricated the information about the body. However, he successfully convicted Mr. Masters as an accomplice. I believe that the true culprit was Miss Curator herself. She even attempted to murder Mr. Gustavi today in order to pin the blame on him.
Is that really what the PIC believes?
If she was trying to do that, why wouldn't she just keep the body hidden? Literally, she wouldn't have to do anything. And plus statute of limitations, Justine, literally. Justine loves being an antagonist at this point in the game.
Yes, every word I utter is for the sake of law and order.
It seems she intends to hide the truth for the sake of the PIC. At this rate, neither Mr. Masters nor Mr. Hall will be saved. If you acknowledge that, why won't you reopen the case?
The goddess of law does not err in her judgments. While Prosecutor Von Karma may have used underhanded tactics,
If you ask me, it's all been bogus ever since Von Karma fabricated evidence. And you claim that justice was served? What is the PIC thinking?
We were thinking that I had to cover for Von Karma's crap. You see, you ever had to deal with the guy? He just kept going on and on and on and on about his perfect record. I had to cover it up. Granted, I didn't want to. Really. You tried dealing with that guy going on about Gregory for a year straight? But I had to keep him. You see, he's reliable.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to case 4.
I can already declare my verdict. There is no need for further investigation.
Let's hear your explanation on the matter then. I heard that the biggest factor in Mr. Master's conviction was his confession. The prosecutor von Karma had a hand in this confession. The ruling may not be just.
The initial investigation was handled by Detective Rip Placer. He was the one who obtained the confession, according to the official reports. All I can say is that the ruling has already been handed down.
Jeez, why is Miss Courtney have to be so stubborn? Is the PSC so high and mighty?
They sure seem like the arch enemy of prosecutors, to say the least.
So they're kind of like what the police are great thieves.
Says the great thief who nonchalantly works alongside the police. Are you saying that both Miss Hall and Mr. Masters murdered Isaac Dover?
Mr. Masters committed the murder while Miss Curator moved the body. That's what I believe. What? How could you say that? Did you not steal the body and preserve it for 18 years? It is only natural to suspect you.
She has already confessed to her crimes, and now is not the time to judge her of her past crimes.
In that case, let's judge Miss Hall for her current crime.
If she wanted to pin the crime on somebody, why choose Mr. Gustavia?
Perhaps Mr. Gustavia suspected Miss Hall was the criminal, as he attempted to confirm whether or not the Gemini sculpture was genuine. He was caught in a trap meant to silence him forever.
Can you prove that theory?
Mr. Gustavia is currently teetering on the brink of death. There's probably no way to prove it unless he regains consciousness. In other words, there is nothing we can do for now.
That can't be true. There must be something we can do.
You still don't get it, do you? Allow me to give you a clear explanation.
By ample evidence, you mean?
For the IS-7 incident, we have a body, the murder weapon, and a pair of suspects. For the poison gas incident, we have the 2 chemicals and Miss Hall's confession. Furthermore, I have finished collecting all the evidence necessary for your own PIC hearing, Prosecutor Edgeworth.
What?
How can you say something like that so casually?
Miles, you know you're always welcome to join the Edgeworth law offices. Judge Courtney, I'd like to ask that you refrain from making such needless remarks. Please, I don't want to work with him. I don't want to do all the work for him while he sits back and makes wisecracks.
I understand. Well, regardless.
Are you saying that there is nothing left for us to investigate?
We have already exhausted all ends in regards to the evidence. This court will accept no further deliberations. I shall now deliver my verdict for the defendant, Catherine Hall. I now pronounce you.
Hold it! There's still a need for further investigation.
If you wish to halt my verdict, please do so with evidence. That is, if there is any evidence that requires further deliberation.
I cannot allow this case to end here. There is still something that needs to be cleared up. Looks like I'll have to show Judge Courtney something to convince her. Okay.
Oh, wait. Okay, there's no need to investigate further. Okay, sorry. Gotta do this. Okay, sorry. Just gotta look. Okay. Sorry. Gotta look around.
Judge Courtney, yes. Exactly, there's no problem with that at all.
In that case, you should refrain from speaking of it all.
No! I don't think that left a good impression. Judge Courtney, could you take a look at this piece of evidence?
I'm afraid I cannot accept this piece of evidence. I do not believe it has any relation to my testimony.
No! As I expected, she's nothing like Mr. DeBest. However, I won't back down so easily.
That's your limitations? Come on, Justine!
Yes, basically no problem at all. What am I missing though? Okay, come on. Sorry, gotta look around. Do. Okay, I'm going down! Down with the ship! Woo! Yes, something that needs to be cleared up. Yes. I know basically the sequence of events, but I'm having a hard time getting there, you know? Oh, come on. All right, yeah. Yeah, I tried to basically do. Yes, because she wouldn't have a reason to blame him! It was 18 years ago! What am I doing wrong? Okay, I'm not going down! What is it? What is it? Okay. Anyways, I am not getting anywhere. I'm going to need to take a little break. I'm sorry if this episode is a little on the shorter side. Anyways, I really appreciate you going to watch the episode. You're a viewer. If you come back for the next one, if you like the video, like, subscribe, comment, share, do whatever they want. And with that, I'll see you for the next episode, which I will make a little longer just to compensate for this one. And with that, I'll see you later. Bye.